Who do you follow on Instagram? Write it down. Who do I follow? Who do I rate? If I look at your phone log, your history of the last 5 people you spoke to, who is the last person you had a real meaningful conversation with? If it was no one, that's a problem. If it was your parent or someone you admire or someone you want to be like, that's good. So let's talk about the 4th C. The 4th C, if you want to be motivated, if you want to achieve something with the potential that you have, is choice. Choice. I choose to sit at the front and take notes. I choose to drive 150 miles to help people. I choose to sit down on this bus. I choose. You don't get to choose for me. And I've been saying that my whole life, and so have these people in the room with these t-shirts on. I choose. You don't get to decide. You do not get to decide what subject I choose, which uni I go to, what I become. And that's one of the biggest realizations for me recently that we've been discussing is no matter how much you may try to bury me, I realize I'm a seed and man, I'm just gonna bloom. So come at me. And that's the same thing I want you to realize, that in any moment, in this moment right now, the next 10 minutes, you have a choice. And that choice is, we've given you the 4 C's. But you gotta go home and you gotta think about, yeah, like they were a bit mad and a bit passionate and they gave out bare money, but how do I apply this stuff? The only knowledge that matters is the knowledge that you apply. So what do you choose? If you want to stay motivated in life, if you want to be as great as Malcolm X, you got to realize something. A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. What do you stand for? What is your legacy going to be? Who do you hang around? What do you represent? Not just in person, but your influence. Even in the sessions today, look, right now, some people still talking. You're having an influence on your friends right now. She ain't your friend right now. I'm trying to help you. And I'm saying it not because I'm trying to be judgmental or negative towards you, but I just want to be real in this room and be 100% honest. If you don't tell me something about the flaws I'm making, how am I supposed to know? I can't watch my own back. So I need you to watch my back. That's community, but you have to choose those things. So if you want to be motivated, what do you want to choose? There were only 4 people earlier, 5 people, who raised their hands and said, based on my own self-assessment of me, I'm doing the best that I can do. Only 4 or 5 people. I didn't say that. You said that. And I appreciate your honesty, and that's where we want to begin our journey today. We are going to give you a bronze coin. We're going to give you an activity, a lesson plan, a tool, a technique, some of which we've spent days and days and days, paid thousands of pounds to learn ourselves. Things that are used by some of the top CEOs in the world. And instead of going to Coca-Cola or to Deloitte or to Diageo, all these big corporations, and helping them to become richer and make more money, we're like, nah, you know what? Let's go out where no one else goes. Like he said, KSI ain't coming here. But we're investing in you. I'm investing in you. And that's the bronze coin that each of you has in this room. What are you going to do with it today? What are you going to do with it today? What are you going to do with it today? It's not talk to your friends. What are you going to do with it today? I'll say it again. You know what to do already. It's not that you don't have the skills or the knowledge or the talent or the capability. It's not that you don't have someone to work for. I'm going through the most challenging period of my life ever. And there is one person in the world who texts me every single hour saying, are you okay? And that's my mom. That's who I do this for. That's what drives me. What drives you? Because I said it earlier and it went over your heads because you lot were gassed, but only dead fish go with the flow. My job and the team's job today is to stop that from happening. Because real talk, when you look at the studies, it is young people like you that they're like, these are disadvantaged young people, and the gap before you started education and you end education is getting bigger. There are kids in private school in Harrow right now, they get tutor after tutor, opportunity after opportunity, because of where they're born and how much money they have. You are already in the gap of haves and have-nots. That's why this is serious. You can do something about it, because on the other end of the stick, someone out there prays for what you take for granted. But I want you to understand something. I volunteered in Kenya, in one of the worst slums in the world. People don't think they're bad there, they just want education. I've volunteered in a shelter for teenage girls that have been sexually and physically abused by their own uncles. One girl got pregnant, had the baby because she was raped. And yet, when I ask her, what is the bronze coin you want? I want education. Everyone knows it, and there is a big difference between getting schooled and getting an education. The root of the word means to draw something out. I don't know you. I want to get to know you. I want to know what are your strengths, what are your skills, what are your weaknesses, where can we go? Because there is a kid in Kenya, there is a kid in the Calais refugee camp I went to, there is a kid in Botswana that prays every day, kneels on the ground, begging for what you have. And what do? You abuse it, you neglect it. And you know that's true because only 5 of you put your hands up. Just 5. Every single person in this room has the capability and capacity to change the world. And I'm not just talking about you're becoming a politician. I'm talking about there are issues in this area right now that you can change. There are issues in your friend circle that you can change. There is someone in this room who's feeling mad anxiety, and guess what? I feel it too, but I'm still showing up. That's why I'm here. I got 60 seconds left. What choice are you going to make? Decide now. Just don't look at anyone, in yourself. You know what? Just for one day, if any one of your friends comes up to you that you know is a distraction, just be like, listen, I'll chat to you at 3, yeah? Just for today, just for today, I'll chat to you at 3. But until then, there's some work that I need to do on the inside. I don't want your likes. I don't want your attention. I want you to change. And so that's the choice, is we are here on hardly any sleep, a bit of caffeine, and I'm good to go. Let's bounce. But the choice is, are you gonna be here today? And I said it earlier on, conformers or reformers. And you see this door over here? This is what's gonna happen next. You're gonna walk through this door and you're gonna decide, are you gonna be a conformer or are you gonna be a reformer? See you later.
Hey, hope you enjoyed today's video. This speech is taken from my free mixtape. It's called The Lotus That Blooms Forth, and it's a 90-minute journey of mental health, overcoming anxiety, finding your purpose, and more. So if you want to download it, click on the link down below or on the end screen to grab it for free. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more inspirational content on self-improvement and mindset. See you next time. Peace.